One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. RPO complete to open the drive. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
Fires one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Dropping back, it's Barber. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Finds a little space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He'll throw on third down. The quick out. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rolls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Here's a heat. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Push down for the tackle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The RPO, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
To the air, it's Barnett. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. The option look. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, James Madison. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than... him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Barber. Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dances away. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, shot to clear. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On the run, still looking. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Finds his tight end. Rams him with the stiff arm. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Makes a connection. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Knox. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Dukes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Coastal. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Back to throw, it's Barber. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Pulls it in. It's Alston. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
It's complete on the right side, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pfeiffer. Got enough space. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Snagged in the middle, it's Tucker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the shot to clears in a good spot here with second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Knox. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Coastal Carolina, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Oh, they're after him. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
With the catch, it's Knox. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, shot to clear. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Motion from the back. Defense not showing press coverage. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Coastal. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw. It's Barnett looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Coastal Carolina, 42.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he tacks on the extra point. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
And the Dukes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in, it's Alston. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.